Hello and welcome back to Fair Weather Trains. Today we're going to have a look and make a comparison of two 040 locos to see how moulding techniques and manufacturing and running abilities moved on. Now the one on the right with the triangle logo on it is from this year or maybe last year, and the one on the left is actually branded as a triangle and is from somewhere between 1961 and 65. I can't quite pin that one down yet. So we'll have a quick look and see how the moulding details have hopefully moved forward. So first of all, we'll have a look at the triangle one. You might be able to see that in there, the triangle name, wherever it's hiding. Yeah, triangle upside down. Look. Yeah. Got the triangle name in there and made in England, and you can see it's got the old school wire wipers from back in the day, metal drive there, like chunky valve gear and very chunky flanges on the wheels, although it's fine on my Code 100 track. It's okay with points and stuff like that, but some quite reasonable detailing on these with the filler caps, a nice little toolbox there, what looks like some sort of can of stuff there. Pretty good transfer of the British Rail symbol. Well, considering how old this is, and it's obviously had a bit of use, I think that's still pretty good. Moulded in sort of handrails. The number 9 looks good. Lamp brackets on the back. Telltale screw to take the body off. Metal buffers. The big D coupling. Reasonable coal load, I suppose. Some sort of coal guard rails around there. No glazing, no cab. As you can see, part of the motor in there. Metal whistle. The rest is just plastic with the filler caps. Moulded in handrail. Again, a toolbox this side and another can. Moulded handrails around the smoke box door and the dart. And metal buffers, not sprung of course, and the old school triangle motor in there. Very familiar with that, anyone of my sort of age. But considering how old this is, I don't think that's too bad. It runs okay. It does stutter a little bit on some points sometimes, or crossings mainly, which is not really surprising. But yeah, let's compare that with the new one. Obviously being newer, the transfers are better. This looks like it's actually made out of red plastic, it's not painted. It's not quite the same moulding, but it's not far off. Again, no windows, a bit of a chunky old coal rail there. It's pretty awful looking coal. No windows, no cab, so I'm sure you can see in there, you can just see, well, maybe the motor's a bit better hidden. Very smooth plastic moulding, no moulded filler caps. The door looks pretty much the same. We'll compare them together in a minute. Once again, you can see the motor in there. Plastic drive cogs. And smaller flanged wheels with the steps, but none of those toolboxes and stuff moulded here at all. Let's go around the back. Again, big decoupling, plastic buffers. They replaced the screw with that big clip thing to hold the body on. I think I prefer the screw actually, looks better. See straight through the body. Again, no toolbox or anything this side. And plastic buffers. So the moulding is not exactly the same, but let's just compare the two. See what we think's better. I think the smokebox door is pretty much a draw there, not far off. The handrails around the smokebox actually look better on the trying one. Metal buffers are a winner. Not sure whether that paint when it was new would have been as bright red as that. Possibly not. But I think the metal buffers definitely win that bit. And then on the side, oops, let's just come out a bit. Sorry, not the camera there. Personally, I think the red just looks more plasticky. I don't know what you think. I think the running gear there is a bit better on the newer one. It's like fluted and not quite so thick and chunky. And then round the back, well, I think there's an obvious winner there. That's got to be the trying one, isn't it? The metal buffers and the screw looks less obvious than that big black clip thing. Plus it's got lamp brackets. That one's just got some moulded something or other, whatever that's supposed to be, presumably a lamp. And then round the other side, I'll get the light in the right place. There we go. That's better. You can see we've got the toolbox again on this one, and just plain on that one. So far, I think this new one is a worse mould. There's no metal whistle on that. The plastic, is there even a plastic? Well, there's no representation of a whistle at all. There's also some bits on top of the dome there, which is not on this one. Both of these cost me a tenner, by the way. This one from Worley and this one from a recent train fair. There's another difference, it's the weight. The trying one's definitely heavier, so let's stick them and have a look and see how much they come to. So the black one there, 136 grams, and the newer one, 79. That's quite a difference. But I think we'll try, what's probably more important is the running abilities. So let's see how they get on. Just stick them both on the track. We'll start with the trying one. There we go, like most of these old trying ones, once they've run a bit, once they've warmed up rather, they run a lot better. So what I'm going to do is, if I can get this one going, it doesn't want to go forwards. There we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spin this one round while we have a look at the red one. Let that warm up a bit and then it'll be a fairer comparison. So we'll send that one off. It's definitely a bit of a pocket rocket, that one. So let's try this one. Bit of a jumpy start there. Right, what I need to do is I'll put that on the wrong track really, it should be on that one. It should be a bit better. Alright, let's try again. the newer one looks like a better runner. No problem over them points. Should be a better runner as well, shouldn't it really? Just take that out of the way and we'll try the trying one now. You can probably notice it's speeding up a bit. Definitely a pocket rocket, this one, but it's not bad. Also making that very familiar trying motor noise that anyone of my sort of age will be fully familiar with. Yeah, it hasn't got a fine control, obviously. We'll try the new one on its own again, without the noise. Yeah, it's not quite quiet, but I do feel that would be a better runner though. We'll send them both round and we'll see how they get on. Bring them both back into shot. So the trying one there definitely stutters on a couple of the crossings a bit, which obviously its pickup system is not quite as good. Other than that, it's a surprisingly good runner considering its age, and it's obviously had a bit of use in the past. The red one is new, it's a much better runner, but I just think the detailing and the moulding is just not as good. It's too toy-like. It's obviously been built down to a budget. I think it was a club loco, Hornby Collectors Club loco this year or last year, and it obviously wasn't that popular because they were outing them brand new on the Hornby stand for 10 quid, which is why I picked one up. You can't say no. A brand new loco for 10 quid, it can't be that bad. But I personally actually prefer the older one. It's much heavier. It pulls quite well because I've had it a little while, and it pulls quite a few wagons easily. And I think it just looks better. I appreciate the moulding's not exactly the same model, but I don't know, if you can't use that old moulding on the black one on a newer red one, why make new moulding that's even worse? Seems a bit strange. However, that one, the 70th anniversary one, is a bit of a curio, so I'm not upset I got it. I do quite like it, so there you go. What do you think? Would you pay a tenner for either of these, to be honest? let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one, when hopefully we'll find something else interesting to look at. And thanks again. Cheers. Bye.